Hi folks, I'm Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon, and thanks for joining us for our brand new video segment entitled Broken Arrow in Motion. You know, I've been in city management for nearly 30 years, and over my career, one of the most important things to me has always been to provide effective communication and transparency to the communities in which I've served. I believe it's very important to make sure that the community knows what's happening at City Hall and around the community. This new video segment is going to focus on three things. First, public projects and initiative updates. Second, community and operational activities. And third, follow-ups on the decisions made by the City Council and our utility authority. With this new video segment, we have two goals. The first goal, to add to our communications toolbox, increase utilization of social media platforms in the expansion of video productions, and increase accountability to the public by keeping our citizens better informed. Our first segment is going to provide updates on the following things. Number one, projects. Number two, our downtown overlay initiative. And three, a few operational matters. First up, public works projects updates. I'd like to start with an update on the Kenosha Repaving project. We are currently in the process of repaving Kenosha from Garnett to Aspen. This project started with sidewalk and curb work in late May. This project is a part of the approved 2014 General Obligation Bond package and will cost about $825,000. I would like to point out that the work will not include the intersection at Olive. We are currently designing improvements for Olive from 71st to 61st, and the intersection work will be completed as a part of that project. Next, a quick update on the 37th Street or 209th Improvement Project. We've awarded a contract for connecting 37th Street between Omaha 51st and Albany 61st. This project will cost about $4 million and is being paid for through the 2014 General Obligation Bond package. We anticipate all work will be completed and the road open in about a year. Next, in our Parks and Recreation Department, I have some very good news. First, the Nienhuis Park fields. The football fields at Nienhuis were converted from natural grass to synthetic turf earlier this year. This was also a project that was included and approved by voters in 2014. The cost of the project was about $1.2 million. The city was able to secure $50,000 from the Broken Arrow Youth Football League. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the league for their financial contribution and the partnership we have with them regarding the use of the fields. I will say that the initial cost of the replacement and installing the turf was high. However, in the long term, it's going to save the city a lot of money on maintenance. We won't have to water, mow, or reseed annually. Also, as we know, most everybody in Oklahoma loves their football, and the improvements are going to allow us to have a longer football season. Also in the Parks Department, here's an update on our new dog park. We will be building a dog park at New Orleans and Garnett near the Creek Turnpike. This park will have separate fenced areas for large and small dogs, plus a restroom for pet owners and people using the Liberty Park Trail. We're hoping to start construction this September and to have the new park open sometime in the spring of 2018. Here's Parks and Recreation Director Scott Esmond with more information on the new dog park.
You know, it's been designed, it's not just fencing. There's actually some walkways for the people who go there because it's not only for the dogs, it's socialization for the people they visit.
Finally, with regards to Parks and Recreation, I wanted to mention that the city has awarded a contract to Third Generation Electrical for the installation of additional field lighting at the Indian Springs Soccer Complex. The lighting work was approved back in 2014 as a part of the General Obligation Bond package. The cost of the lighting will be just over $580,000 and should take about 60 calendar days to complete. Based on when we issue the notice to proceed, I believe all work will be completed by Labor Day 2017. And also, I'd like to provide a quick update on projects in our utility department. We are making improvements to the wastewater treatment plant on Lynn Lane. First and foremost, we're going to start with making improvements by putting in a new sludge digester. At the wastewater treatment plant, water is removed and bacteria breaks down into biomatter. Anything left over is sludge, and that is processed through the sludge digester. The new digester will make wastewater treatment at the Lynn Lane plant more effective, and it will also help reduce the odor. The cost of the project is about $1.3 million. We have currently publicly advertised the project, and we're anticipating receiving bids and starting the work sometime in late July. We anticipate that it'll take about 4 months to complete the new building. Also, a quick update on improvements in our Rose District. The streetscape for work is just about complete. We think that it's going to be finished in sometime in July. This last phase cost about $1.3 million and was paid for through a combination of 2014 general obligation bonds and Vision 2025 surplus money. The revitalization of our roads district has brought in so many people and has helped create jobs and generate sales tax for city operations. We appreciate everyone supporting the investment made by entrepreneurs in the roads district and ask you to continue to shop local. The next area I'd like to touch on is our downtown residential overlay initiative. This past May, we hosted our second community workshop to discuss the new guidelines that are being proposed. The new guidelines will prescribe the designs for new development and remodels in different parts of the downtown. Here is Special Projects Director Farhad Daroga about the benefits of the proposed new overlay district.
There'll be many more types of housing with new options. You will probably see a little bit more density. We will definitely see more walkability. People will be able to walk to the main street more easily. With the promotion of use of alleys, there'll be houses will be more closer to the street like they used to be once upon a time, and the garages and the cars will be in the back.
The final area that I'm going to touch on is operational matters. First, the 2018 fiscal year budget. The public hearing on fiscal year 28 budget was held on June 5th. The City Council and Utility Authority approved the budget on June 15th. The City Administration submitted to the Council a budget totaling over $249 million for the upcoming fiscal year. This amount covers funding for operations, our capital improvement program, utilities, and more. One of our largest sources of revenue is sales tax, which funds public safety, parks, and streets. I continue to encourage everyone to shop local to support our businesses, which in turn provides revenue for us to be able to support city operations. The next area that I would like to cover is the Citizens Recycling Committee. The Citizens Committee continues to meet and review opportunities for establishing a residential curbside collection program. It is anticipated that the committee will submit their recommendation to the City Council sometime in August of this year. Further updates on the committee's activities will be provided next month. We have some great news from our fire department. Through the efforts of Fire Chief Jeremy Moore and his leadership team, the city has received a $120,000 grant from FEMA for the purchase of 6 Stryker-powered load systems to be installed in the department's frontline ambulance fleet. The power load system lifts and lowers the cot into and out of the ambulance, reducing spinal loads and the risk of any type of cumulative trauma injuries. The power load system will also improve operator and patient safety by supporting the cot throughout the load and unloading process. The total cost of the equipment is about $132,000. The city will pay the remaining $12,000 plus the $6,600 it costs to install the cots. The city's portion of the funds will come from the fire department's sales tax fund. Finally, a quick update on our recruitment to hire a new chief of police. As you may have heard by now, Chief of Police David Boggs has announced his retirement and will leave the organization in late August 2017. We have begun the recruitment process for a new chief of police. This will include both a national and internal search. The Broken Arrow Police Department has an outstanding reputation as an agency, and I'm looking forward to a thorough and comprehensive review to help find BA's next top cop. We will let you know when we start to receive applications and as the process goes forward. That's it for our very first segment of Broken Arrow in Motion. We hope that you found this information informative. I'd also like to remind you that the next City Council meeting will be on July 3rd. Until then, have a great summer and I hope to see you around town.